Ranbir's private account and see who he's stalking and who he's following. Yeah.
I can't top that answer.
I don't know what his account is, but I know he
You know
has
the
one.
name?
No, I don't know it. I've never seen Shah Rukh sir use his phone. I've never seen.
Really?
No, I've never seen him use his
Shah Rukh
phone.
sir doesn't use it.
I've never seen him use his phone.
But he's very quick to respond.
I know, but I never seen him use his phone.
Someone says, no, you have to take the film away from a director. It's never like the director never delivers the film. You have to actually take it away, saying, "Bhai, release karni hai." Like you have to take it away, release it tomorrow. You know, it's like that kind of stuff. Otherwise,
That's so cute.
Yeah.
I love that.
What do you have to say?
That's like mini Ananya's dream coming true. Like they were my inspirations and my favorites. Like Alia and Kareena, my absolute favorites for their characters, but also their off-screen personalities.
Hello everyone, this is Aina and welcome to Instant Bollywood. I'm in conversation with the super talented Vikram, Aditya Motwane and Ananya Panday. So nice to have you and welcome.
she called me super talented.
I was just the and.
I want to start off by asking, so every time you get a different story to us, it is so variant from one another. And usually हम ये देखते नहीं है because हर एक director का अपना एक genre होता है और वो वही अपने vibe में, वही अपने zone में रहते हैं, which is lovely. But this is even more difficult because you're experimenting each time you bring something to us. Do you ever, self-doubt that, or do you have questions like, am I going to be able to attempt this even today after so much experience?
Always, and that's kind of the point. That self-doubt is exactly the point why you try and set up a challenge. In the worst case, what will happen? You'll fail. No?
Yeah.
Okay, move on and do something
Failure
else.
is not the
Failure is never a worry. I think when you've failed in a sense, early enough in your career, it's okay. Because like one has been struggling to make films, and films have happened, and they happen. I think it's fine. So I think, and that's the fun of it. I think when you're going to get into something where you're going to spend a year, 2 years making a movie or making a series or whatever it is, might as well make it worth your own while. No? Forget about what's actually sort of like happening. You end up making new friends, there's new families. So everybody has to be challenged.
Absolutely. But it's interesting that you say that I'm okay to fail because there's also a producer in you who would have that I can't afford to do that on a business point of view. How do you ever, battle that with the producer and you and the director who's passionate to actually tell a story?
I don't think so. When I say failure, I don't mean failure from like from purely financial point of view. I mean failure from the fact that it was just not good enough, or
right.
there was it's that. And sometimes yes, that can become a financial failure. Thankfully, it hasn't happened often in my life where that kind of scenarios happen. Failure in that moment, there's always if it's well made enough, there's enough love that will come in afterwards that ends up paying off for.
Do you get satisfied with the final product when you see your film?
Never.
I think most filmmakers.
There's a saying, someone says, no, you have to take the film away from a director. It's never like the director never delivers the film. You have to actually take it away, saying, "Bhai, release karni hai." Like you have to take it away, release it tomorrow. It's like that kind of stuff. Otherwise, there's constant tinkering.
Yeah, something or the other.
Something or the other, always.
Ananya, for you as an actor, ever that point of satisfaction?
No. I'm constantly like, why am I doing this? I can do so much better all the time. Like while shooting also, after every take is okay, and I'm like, should we go back and shoot that thing that we shot yesterday? Yeah, I'm like that. Even when I watch the film, I always feel like I can do better, but there's a chance to do better with your next one. So you have to know that
But you recently said with all the success that Call Me Bae is getting, first of all, congratulations. Second of all, there's a clip of yours that's going viral where you rated yourself very low as an actor, and a lot of people were like, why did we do this to her? Did we sort of break her confidence very early on in her career? Because there were so many trolls that were coming your way. But now with, Kho Gaye and Call Me Bae, काफी लोग कह रहे हैं कि Ananya is growing on us. What do you have to say? Do you actually feel like you have to constantly prove yourself to everyone, especially with the whole Star Kid thing that came?
I don't think it's just specific to me. I think with every actor, not every actor, many actors do want that validation from the audience and they want that love from the audience. So that will be constant. And I think more than it being an external voice, I think it's an internal voice actually. I am pretty self-critical and hard on myself. So that's there within me, and I'm happy with that because I don't want to ever get complacent or feel like, wow, I've done some great thing. There's always room to improve and get better. Yeah.
But how would you now, after the love that you're getting for your last 2 projects, what do you have to say? Do you still feel like you've seen yourself grow as an actor?
No, I think I have grown as an actor, but to put it on like a rating thing is, I don't know how to do that. Like I think I'm getting better and there's a long way to go.
Or maybe you're always good now. You're just like
Yeah.
now people are discovering.
Now
it.
people.
Now people are discovering that could also be.
Maybe.
But people are also making their comparisons that one generation had their Po, one generation had a Shania, and now we have Babe.
I know, that's so cute.
Yeah.
I love that.
What do you have to say?
That's like Mini Ananya's dream coming true. Like they were my inspirations and my favorites. Like Alia and Kareena, my absolute favorites for their characters, but also their off-screen personalities. They've always unabashedly been themselves. So my attempt has always been to be like that. Yeah.
But on the contrary, also at the same time, लगता है कि that कहीं ना कहीं you will get boxed as the the actress or the heroine of the younger generation. That maybe अगर filmmakers को आपको एक rural movie में cast करना हो या something mythological, they might have their reservations to see you that way.
You know, it takes one film to change that perception. And it's not like I've done a Dream Girl where she's not necessarily from a super urban background and all of that, but it just takes one filmmaker, I think, believing in you or seeing you like that, and then suddenly it'll just be like a floodgate will open and then everyone will only see you like that. I think that's what happened after Gehraiyan. It wasn't necessarily that I was getting those kind of parts before Gehraiyan, but I feel like suddenly post that, this urban, young, relationshipy social media thing has opened up for me post that film, and I feel like after my next film, which could possibly and is possibly quite different from this, suddenly people will be like, oh, now she should only do these kind of things. So that always happens.
But after Control, because even that's in a very similar zone, is your aim to probably get out of the Gen Z zone and try something different?
No, I'm not thinking like I like that, because I feel like if I am a certain age, I look a certain age, and I'll only be like that for a certain period of time. So I'm doing the best that I can right now. I know in a few years I won't be able to do that anymore. So that I'm making the best of my resources and my age right now.
Yeah. But what's with you and Vihan? Both of you all are cheating on each other.
We're like getting back at each other. Now it's even.
Now it's even.
Now
you
we're
cheated
fine.
on him.
But the
he
same
cheated
thing was
on you.
happening with Sid and I. Like in both of our movies, there was some infidelity angle. So I don't know
so
why.
this cheating thing is
I don't know why
happening
it's
a bit
happening. Yeah.
a lot. But sir, I'm so glad that I can tell you this finally. I love Lutera. And every time I see that film, it's just such a feel-good movie. By the end of it, I just feel like in a different zone. Every time I speak to Sonakshi Sinha also, she goes like, you should ask Vikram Aditya Motwane when he's making a part 2. But I feel like that film took its time to actually grow. People love it now, and they started loving it over the years. But do you think that if a film like Lutera was released today, the audience would be more accepting than what it was before?
I don't know the answer to that. I think because what's also happened is that our ecosystem of movies has changed right now. If you see the kind of movies that are really playing in the theatres and working, there are more genre heavy or action heavy or hero kind of like heavy films or heists and that kind of stuff. I think there's a large play for the genre movie, which is good, which is great. I mean, I like that a lot. So I'm not sure. I think for a certain kind of cinema, there was, because you could only see a movie like that in the theatre 10 years ago, and you don't have to today.
Yeah.
I think I'm a little on the fence as to I think it's taken Lutera that much time for people. It's not like, in 3 weeks that people are going to say, or 4 weeks of being in the screens that people are saying,
Right.
oh wow. I think it's taken 10 years of that film being out there for people to really kind of like create this little Lutera hive that has happened.
But that leaf has become like a thing now. It's,
I have the OG leaf at home.
OG leaf.
That
But you
Ranveer
have all these
himself,
things. You have the Bhavesh Joshi mask.
I have the Bhavesh mask, I have the Lutera leaf. Yeah.
So you take one thing from each set that you
Do you have anything of Control?
control.
I have the laptop. I have the laptop.
Yeah.
What is that? Which physical?
That's true. It's just the laptop.
Yeah, and it's like can't even say shot it with this specific phone.
Yeah.
It's like some 50 different phones.
That's true.
I do have though the original like drawing where one had done the map of like how things are going to be shot.
That's cute.
What I'm extremely curious about is when I saw the trailer, it's a very, whatever is going on in the trailer, it's a very problem, like a Gen Z problem that's happening. But, whenever directors direct a certain film, they have some sort of relatability factor. Growing up, I think things were not very technological heavy. How did you relate that, this is what's going on every teenagers or probably Gen Z head?
So I think the problems in a sense I have a daughter as well, you know, who's now 9, and then I think part of it also ends up becoming that, okay, what kind of future is she going to be in? There's always, and now she's already like phone, iPad, computer, can I sort of see? And we are like, no. So you already know that there's enough reading that one is doing on the pitfalls of social media, and when it comes to this, where it's like, whether it's big tech and the problems with big tech and how they are using your data, what they're sort of like doing with it. So all those things one is just generally curious about. And you know, I'm very lucky to have kind of grown up in a generation that went from analog to digital and was actually sort of like there when the internet started for the first time. So we've been that generation that was like seeing the internet literally, you know, go onto like dial-up modems and go onto like VSNL and at 28.
You all have seen the evolution.
Yeah, we've seen the full evolution till right now. So there's a lot to kind of like unpack over here. So I think for me and Avinash, who's a screenwriter, we're both the same age. And I think for both of us, there was a lot that we kind of like wanted to unpack in terms of the things we wanted to say. But as I say, on the surface level, it's a straight up just a film about a social media influencer having a breakup, wanted to erase that other person, and then making friends with an AI. Oh, is she?
But having said that, like my grandparents watched the film as well, and they were also like, it's not just a Gen Z problem on the surface because she's a Gen Z character, but what she goes through can happen to anyone, honestly. So it's, I think, for all ages.
For all, but everyone talks about how you tackle hate every time, and you know you do it so beautifully. But still, it's very jarring when you have apps like, you know, Reddit and stuff where there's so much written about you. Do you actually go through these sites and read about yourself? There was Ask FM for the longest time where people didn't want to talk about.
Really?
Yeah, there was Ask FM was crazy.
It was a crazy time. I do sometimes go through everything, but I think I've developed a thick skin, so I don't get as affected as with things. Some days something might trigger me or affect me, but largely I'm okay. Yeah, I try not to like get into it only.
अब आदत हो गई है कहीं ना कहीं.
It's a massive rabbit hole, no? When you go down the rabbit hole, the comment rabbit hole is like really...
But it's addictive. Once you read something about you, you want to keep reading that about yourself.
When I get invested in the person who's saying it, I go into their profile, I'm like, what are they doing? And like, that's too much of an investment.
Mostly anonymous. No?
Yeah. With 0 followers.
0 followers, exactly. It's always the case, bots.
But do you all feel, as a general perspective, आज relationships कम टिकने लगे हैं because of the kind of access that we have, and it was better in the previous generations?
Nothing like that. I think, I mean, you keep hearing, oh, your divorce rates have gone up, and then it's gone up because people find it's okay to divorce, and that's perfectly fine. I think that's, I think there was a societal pressure to be able to sort of like stay in relationships and stay in marriages and so on. So right now, I think that's dropped off. I think which is a good thing. I don't think that's a bad thing at all.
Yeah, but overall, social media and technology, what do you have to say? Do you think it has a role to play in,
of course,
relationships breaking up and more people cheating and accessibility?
I think these things were always there. This is just a different medium. First, it would be like offices mein mil rahe the, and now it's like social media pe mil rahe the. So like, I don't think people have changed. It's just the way of doing it may have changed.
And how about like, have you made sure that the story doesn't make technology the villain?
Oh.
Tech is never the villain. It's the people running tech.
People,
It's always the people. It's always been that. It always comes down to who is, and that's the question you always ask about AI. Everybody's like, oh, AI is going to be a problem. I'm like, AI is not the problem. It's the people who are running AI, who are the AI companies and making the chips, and they are the problem. Because if profit is going to be the be all and the end all of why you adopt it, then clearly you're going to have a problem. So what are checks and balances, all that kind of stuff. It's very easy to blame the tech. It's not the tech.
Yeah, it's the corrupted mind.
It's not grown from
the ground.
Not.
It's the same with, I mean, you watch The Social Network and the answers are right there in the movie itself. Is that while he starts it as a way to be able to say, hey, here's a place you can share photos and thoughts and memories. There's another one saying, hey, but you can also use it to advertise and make a shit ton of money. Who wins at the end of the day? In that, clearly the money won. Yeah. So it happens with all.
I'm going to quickly ask you both some quick questions. Who do you think... Is there an inside joke?
It was just a rapid fire.
The amount of rapid fires you all have had today.
Mostly it's directed towards her.
Yeah, now I'm just very
like
now it's both of you.
Oh,
for
great.
Sure. You'll also have to give me some masala
Spicy
answers.
Ooh,
That is
The
so
battle for the ham.
Who is the most controlling person in your life?
My life?
Yeah.
My daughter.
I'm quite...
Daughter.
I think I'm only very controlling.
But there has to be someone, no? Mom, dad, Raisa.
My sister, Raisa's
Raisa's controlling? You're not controlling Raisa?
No. She's out of control. Yeah.
It looks the other way around.
No.
I feel. Okay. If you had to hack someone's account, social media account, whose account would you hack and why?
I want to hack Ranbir's private account and see who he's stalking and who he's following. Yeah.
Do you
That's
know?
I can't top that answer. That's an
I don't know
awesome
what his account is, but I know he
You don't know
has
the
one.
name?
No, I don't know it.
Okay.
answer. He
But
has
I
a
wanna
fake
hack it.
account. Everybody
Yeah.
knows that. Everybody
Yeah.
knows he has a fake, but no one
Yeah.
knows what that account
Yeah.
is.
Who is he stalking?
Yeah.
Like, what is he
Like,
doing?
why
Who
does
is
he have
at?
this fake account? Like, what is he doing?
Yeah, point. Actually, I've not thought of that. That's a great answer.
That's a fair one.
Okay, what's the most difficult part of technology जो आपको अभी तक आपके पल्ले नहीं पड़ा है वो?
Bitcoin.
Coin.
I don't get it. I don't get it at
I
all.
don't get it.
Even I don't get
I
it.
don't get it.
But apparently,
I really don't get it.
okay, अगर एक ऐप अगर exist नहीं करता तो वो कौन सा ऐप आप चाहते हो कि exist ना करे?
Twitter.
Reddit.
Twitter,
Reddit.
Reddit, yeah. I get your reason.
Yeah.
Ananya,
Twitter
because-
today is like it's just like what it's first of all it's gone from it started off as a very lovely place as you know the town hall of the people and that kind of stuff, but today it's
Yeah, it's become something else only.
Actually, I would change my answer to Photoshop.
Photoshop.
Yeah.
That's a very
Yeah.
proper answer.
Yeah. No, I want to see how people look without their photoshopping filters.
I don't think are people still using Photoshop?
Yeah. Whatever, I mean, like a photo editing
Editing
thing,
app.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. Best part about the technology today, according to you, that has saved your life. That thank God for this to exist. तो वो कौन सी चीज़ होगी?
oh for me personally it's digital any digital editing software system.
Yeah, of course.
Mine
For
would be
work.
like communication with my friends, like sharing memes, that kind of stuff.
Instagram,
Yeah, Instagram.
baby. Thank God for Instagram.
Yeah,
Okay, if you found out that your partner cheated on you via Instagram, what would be her reaction?
My partner's cheating on me
But you find that out
through
on
Instagram.
Yeah, through Instagram. You find it on Instagram because that's what happens now.
Oh God.
Oh, awesome.
I was just like, I don't know, I'd be upset, but I wouldn't do anything. I'd break up with them. But,
But instant reaction.
instant, I would like cry. I don't know.
Yeah.
Confront.
Yeah,
Confront.
Okay, confront.
Ask the question.
And then cry.
And then it took a while.
Cry and confront.
Cry and confront.
Cry and confront. Okay, who do you think must be a big stalker from the industry?
Oh, we said
Ranbir Kapoor.
Ranbir Kapoor.
Ranbir
Yeah,
Kapoor.
yeah.
Okay, who do you think does not use their phone at all and you're shocked about it?
I've never seen Shah Rukh sir use his phone. I've never seen.
Really?
No, I never seen him use his
Shah Rukh
phone.
sir doesn't use it.
I've never seen him use his phone.
But he's very quick to respond.
I know, but I never see him use his phone. Like, he's not addicted, is what I'm trying to say.
Your answer.
I honestly I don't know. There's like you hear of a lot of people like Martin Scorsese and Christopher Nolan who don't have phones and they have assistants or like that. But I haven't seen anybody. Huh?
That's
What?
crazy.
Yeah, they
They
don't
don't
have
have
phones.
phone?
They don't have phones.
Wow, I can't imagine a life without that. And lastly, who do you think is super addicted to their phone? Like,
But
think
we
we
all
all are,
are.
we all are.
but
Especially
someone
on days like today, it's like after everything, it's like
Yeah.
no, but someone when you're talking to them also, they're like yeah, but they're not actually here.
Oh, that.
Like that kind of irritating addiction.
Rohan Joshi.
But he has said he has ADD. He has ADD.
Honestly, it depends. Like a lot of I see it on my my assistants sometimes, but the thing is that their work is so much on their phone by
Yeah.
taking notes, so they're like those people who can write while they're looking
Yeah,
at
that's
you, and I
me,
find
I
that
can do
very
that.
creepy.
Yeah.
It's damn creepy.
Yeah, that is very
Because I'm used to it from
creepy.
school, and you used to just like
Yeah.
type under the table and you can listen to your like
Yeah.
You do
teachers
that?
in school.
You could type under the
Yeah,
table.
I can type with my eyes closed.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
It's not some great talent to have.
This is a new talent
It's my new talent, guys.
Ananya has. Okay.
A new one.
But thank you so much. It was all the very best for Control, and
you.
we're looking forward for this show. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And we'll see you super soon.
Please like
Share
and subscribe.
to Instant Bollywood. I'm Ananya Panday.
I'm Vikram Aditya Motwane.